Hello and welcome to Daytona International Speedway. Tonight, 24 drivers will start their DASCAR career under the lights here at the World Center of Racing. Round 1, Daytona. Let's meet the drivers. On the pole starting tonight, number 72, Tyson Aquano. Next to him is the 9 of Cynthia Bright. Row 2 sees the 04 Price Chopper, Quentin Moore. Next to Moore is the 95 DASCAR Regional Pro Cup Toyota of Zach Winkle. Row 3 sees the 09 of Tyler Kusla. Next to him is the 1 of John Gilbert. Row 3 sees the 01 of Jay Jefferson. Next to him is the 047 of Joe Jefferson. Row 4 sees the number 3 of Zadine Davidson. Followed by the 000 of Anthony Lopez. Row number 5 sees the 43 of Jordan Fisher. Next to him is the 94 3M Ford of Nicholas Ave. Row number 6 sees 13 Troy McClure. Next to him is the 80 of Kyler Weatherston in the Kaplan Impala. Row number 7 sees the 82 UC4Me Alex Stewart. Next to him is the 5 SWAT Fitness Ford of Michael Condon. Row number 7 sees the HendrickCars.com Charger, number 66 of Rim Hardigan. Next to him is the number 77 High Gang Impala of Alexis Delman. Row number 8 sees the 11 Men's Water Impala of Adam Lewis. Next to him is the 92 Bright Teal Blue, number 92 Ford of Liz Harris. Row number 8 sees the 07 of Francis Hawes. Next to him is the 42 Exelta Impala of Malik Evans. Last row, the 62 Top Notch Designs Impala of Luis Hernandez. And starting last, number 72 XPDX Impala of Jesse King. So that is your 25 car field here at Daytona International Speedway. We are set to go for 24 laps around the World Center of Racing. Now, let's make a quick shout out here. A big thanks to John Cianadino for the Season 1 cars of the DASCAR Regional Pro Cup Series. These cars are recycled from Season 1 of that series, so these drivers can save money. So a big thanks to John Cianadino on the cars. It's a 10-race schedule, all starting here tonight at Daytona International Speedway in beautiful Daytona Beach. Tyson Aquano leads them behind the pace car at 70 miles per hour. And this is their only pace lap, so when the pace car pulls off, these drivers' DASCAR career will begin. Let's spotlight a driver here. I'm going to spotlight the leader of Tyson Aquano. Put up a very fast time in qualifying, so we'll see if we can get that Dodge to victory lane to start his DASCAR career. 24 laps, 25 cars, 10 races, and a future in not only the DASCAR Regional Pro Cup, but in the big stage, the DASCAR Phillips Cup Series, owned by Robert Fiat. And as the field comes off the Turn 4 bank, the field will be in the hands of Tyson Aquano. And as they come down, we get set for the green flag on these drivers' DASCAR career. Pace car is off. Season 1 of the DASCAR KLM series is green. Good clean start for Aquano. He has the 04 Quentin Moore behind him. Not far behind on the low line is Tyler Kusla in the 09, being pushed by Jefferson in the 01. 9 of Cynthia Bright following back. Jake Jefferson on the inside line. That's where you want to be for the opening laps here at Daytona. Let these cars come to you and let the tire pressures build up. Here comes Kusla down to the bottom, and he'll take second away as Aquano leads lap number 1. Kusla will look to take the lead as they come into turn number 1, and he will take it, leaving the 74 of Aquano out to dry. Here comes the 01 of Jake Jefferson on the bottom as well. Now what these drivers have to know is, yes, this is their beginning stages of DASCAR. They want to make good impressions, not only to the DASCAR Regional Pro Cup Series scouts, but also to the Phillips Cup Series. President of DASCAR is here monitoring these drivers and seeing what they have up their sleeves here tonight and over the course of these next 10 races leading on into the championship race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So, without a doubt, these guys are being watched, and their talent is being watched as well. Now, they will have to go by DASCAR rules here at Daytona. You cannot go below that yellow line. That yellow line is out of bounds. If you go below it, you will be warned. And Cynthia Bright just about caused the wreck back there with the 43 of Jordan Fisher. Now, Fisher is on the outside 3 wide. Well, he was in the middle. Now he's on the outside lane. You see a little bit of 3 wide going on back there. That can work here at Daytona, but not if you're going to touch like Cynthia Bright and Fisher almost did. Here comes the 9 of Bright down to the bottom. Going to pass Davidson. That's for third. That's for second on the racetrack. Let's go deeper in the field. There you see 3 wide. Michael Conso is caught in the middle. What he has to do is keep his composure. Yes, he's caught in the middle 3 wide. Yes, he's at Daytona. Yes, the big one can strike at any time, but that doesn't mean cause a wreck. Here comes the 01 of Jay Jefferson off turn 4, and he will lead a lap for the first time in his DASCAR career. Not far behind is the 43 Jordan Fisher. Remember Fisher, he was almost caught up in a wreck about a lap ago. Here comes Troy McClure in the 13, and that whole entire inside line is moving. So these drivers that are stuck on the outside line, don't get discouraged. You will have your chance to take the lead if you can find a spot on that inside line. Here comes Alex Stewart being pushed by the 66 of Rim Hardigan, the 11 as well of Adam Lewis. Francis Haas also in the mix. And Liz Harris in that 92, starting to make her way up to the front. Jefferson will lead another lap. So credit him with 5 extra points for leading another lap here. And points are critical once we reach the halfway point at race number 6. Here they come off turn 2. Jay Jefferson, and looks like the top 5 are single file. I say that, and now we get a car pulling down to the inside lane, and that's Rim Hardigan going underneath Stewart. That's for second. And the whole entire outside line up to the 07 just left the outside to go to the inside and have a shot. But it's too early to make moves like that. And here we go, 3 wide. Talked about it, and they make it work. Jay Jefferson has nothing to worry about. He's out in front of this swarm. But these drivers have to put into mind the big one can strike at any time. And with the moves they're making, it could strike within the next few laps here. So they have to settle it down and say, hey, it's too early for moves just like that with the 07, almost turning the 86 around. 66, excuse me. 66. Here comes Haas, working on second. Jay Jefferson is saying, you guys can stay side by side if you guys want to. I'll just pull away. Lap 8 of 24 complete. And so far, it's pretty clean and green. And that's just what these drivers need. Clean and green. Don't want to make any unnecessary moves that can cause them to wreck out of this race. Too early for that. Here comes the 07, Francis Haas on the lead. So finally, Jay Jefferson has a little bit of a challenge. Can he work his way up? Okay, can he work his way back up towards the front? Can he lead the lap? No! Haas led it by just about half a car length. Here comes... Oh, that was a bad move on the 92's part. Liz Harris almost sparked up the big one. That could have taken out the whole entire pack. What she has to know and what her spotter has to tell her is don't make moves like that. And Jefferson is having an advantage up on the top, but now it's Harris who has the advantage on the low line. Here comes the 42 of Malik Nevins, and Liz will lead her first lap in her DASCAR career. Credit her with 5 points. Here comes 42 of Nevins. Liz thought about throwing the block, but the 42 pokes the nose just in time. Nevins versus Harris. 42 and 92 out on the track. Here they come. Into turn 3. 000 is going to try to make it 3 wide. Oh, don't make any contact like that. That could have been disaster. Who was that? I think it was the 62 of Luis Hernandez. It was the 13 of Troy McClure who almost clocked one car up and into the wall. That could have been a wreck. Gotta be careful about that. Can't make moves like that or you'll spark up the big wreck. And DASCAR will take that into consideration. Maybe penalize these drivers with a warning. These drivers will have to follow DASCAR racing rules. A warning, and then the severity of the incident. Doing it again up on the outside line. Luis Hernandez, 62, will say, I had enough of that. Jesse King, car 72. And here comes the 000 of Anthony Lopez. Just about halfway home in the season opener for the DASCAR KLM series. Let's take a look at our motorsports calendar here at our next race will be at the South Boston Speedway, and then we will be going to Utica Rome, the first dirt track of the season, and that's where we will meet not only John Cittadino, but Robert Piet with their respective series. If you're just joining our coverage, DASCAR KLM racing from Daytona. Malik Nevins out in front, and we're just about halfway through this race. And I'm surprised with the move they're making. We haven't seen the big one. 62 of Luis Hernandez. 94 of Nicholas Ave. And the 95 of Zach Winkle. We haven't talked about Winkle. He started mid-pack. Here he is in the top 5. So he might have something under the hood of that regional Pro Cup Toyota. A little bit of a self-promotion for the DASCAR Regional Pro Cup Series, if I'm not mistaken. That series is a great series, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers will have a chance to join that series once they get some seat time behind these KLM cars, and then Cinedino will ask drivers individually if they would like to join the Regional Pro Cup Series, and they have that option as the races go on here throughout the season. They have the chance to advance their career into the Regional Pro Cup, or maybe say no, I like the offer, but I would like to stay in KLM to get some more seat time. That way, when I do want to go into Regional Pro Cup competition, I will have a better feeling of the car and the track, because even though we follow the Regional Pro Cup schedule, the Regional Pro Cup schedule will change in the coming seasons. They won't be going to the same tracks on and on and on through the course of the upcoming seasons. No. Once they change their tracks, we change our tracks. So they will get a better feeling once they get some more seat time behind the wheel of these KLM cars. Troy McClure, just past halfway, is coming out of turn number 4. He'll take the lead for the first time. And credit him with 5 points. Or will he? That is too close to call. Did he lead it? No, he didn't. Winkle led that lap. How on earth did he lead that? I'm guessing as the racing goes on, the outside line is going to start having a little bit of momentum. But Winkle led that lap. Our scoring monitor says he did lead it. So we're going by of what the monitor says, and here comes the one of John Gilbert. Hung at the back of the pack, and now here he is, flexing his muscle, saying, I want to take the lead. And he'll have a shot. As they come to the line, though, McClure will lead another lap. McClure and Gilbert. 1 and 2. Here comes another Ford that we haven't talked about all race long. Joe Jefferson. Started about mid-pack. And here he is in 3rd. The 5 of Michael Conto. Started mid-pack. Here he is in 4th. And here we go. Fight for the lead. And the 47 made a bold move to the inside line to push Gilbert right to the lead. If that isn't competition, I don't know what is. Conto will lead. No, Gilbert will lead the first lap. I'm getting so excited up here in the broadcast booth, I'm forgetting names now. John Gilbert has 5 points for leading a lap for the first time in his DASCAR career. Whew. We may only have 25 cars on the track, but the racing is just like we have a few of the 42. Here comes the 5. That of Conto. Now that's Conto. There's Conto. The 1 is not Conto. Here comes Gilbert off turn 4. He'll have a challenger. Here they come to the line. John Gilbert will lead another lap. I like the way these cars are painted, by the way. I really want to thank John Cinedino for letting us recycle the cars for a kind of a throwback to Season 1 of his series. John Gilbert in the 1, Kanto in the 5 will have a shot at the lead, and he'll take it. So move that here, and here comes the 09. He was just up high. Now here he is down low. So Kusla is gonna propel himself up to second. No, possibly the lead. Will he? No. Kanto will lead it. No caution. I thought I saw the caution lights come on. But a couple cars are starting to lose the draft. The 92, the 72, and the 000 are starting to lose the draft just a little bit. Don't know if they're strategizing anything, or if that's the case of the car starting to wear down. But we're coming to 4 laps to go. These drivers don't have time to have something go wrong with their car. If you're going to win here at Daytona and spark your DASCAR career, you got to have a car that's going to make it to the checkered flag. And Kusla has that car. He has enough horsepower to make it to the checkered flag. Question is, can the driver get to victory lane for the first time? That's the only question that these drivers will have to answer over the course of the next 9 races once the checkered flag drops here at Daytona. Here we go. Tyson Aquino, your pole sitter. And here comes Bright, Cynthia Bright down there, pushing him as well. Kusla still out in front. Last lap was a 49.906. So that is pretty fast. Now his last lap was a 48.806. So he's trying to better his best lap at a 46.702. Now what these drivers have to know, we have a green-white checkered scenario, but the laps are too close to the end to have a shot at a green-white checkered or a 1-lap shootout. So if we take the caution right now, the race will end under caution. If we take the white flag and the caution waves, the race is over. Here we come, 2 laps to go. Tyler Kusla is 2 laps away from sparking his DASCAR career with a W. Now they're starting to form up a little bit of a single file line, double file line right behind them. But that's all he needs to see. That's all Kusla needs to see is single file, but that is not gonna happen. We're coming to the white flag. We're at Daytona, and these drivers want to win. Their DASCAR career has started, so now they want to win, and here comes the 11 of Lewis as we take the whites. Lewis versus Kusla as they go into 1. Stewart, I think, has the better chance of winning. Luis Hernandez does as well as they run down the back. Here they come. Half a lap to go. Will Stewart pull out? No, he's not pulling just yet. Maybe he'll pull out when they come out of 4. But Adam Lewis has to be on defense. And here they come to the checkered flag. Hernandez on second, but Kusla will take it at Daytona. Adam Lewis will start his DASCAR career in victory lane. And what a better way to do it at the World Center of Racing. What a run for that 11. Hung at the back of the pack all race long just to end up in victory lane at the World Center of Racing. Unbelievable. Unreal finish here from Daytona. Wow. Doesn't get no better than that. Now does it? Let's take a look at your final results here from Daytona. Adam Lewis, Alex Stewart, Luis Hernandez from Hardigan, Tyler Kusla, Francis Hawes, Cynthia Bright, Jay Jefferson, Tyson Aquano, and Zach Winkle round out your top 10. And rounding out our running field is Troy McClure in 24th. So I was one car over. I said 25. Now no, we have 24. Okay. But Adam Lewis starts his DASCAR career in victory lane, and what a better way to start than at the World Center of Racing. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of DASCAR KLM Racing from Daytona. We'll see you next time at South Boston. Adam Lewis in victory lane for the first time here in DASCAR. So long, everybody.